Jerry Jones has spoken with Deion Sanders.
Yes.
Jordan, can you tell me what the news is there and how real this is? Or is this just Jerry loves marketing and, hey, look, I can get around the Rooney Rule by doing this as well?
Yeah, Jerry is a master marketer, but really what it came down to, Dan, was over the last week when he realized that Mike McCarthy's contract was in limbo and that there was a possibility, albeit a strong one, that they weren't going to extend him. They decided, Jerry did, that it was time to try and get ahead because he was already behind. Don't forget, because he waited, he could not interview Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn or others this week because of the way the NFL sets up its interview policy. So as a result, he started doing his back channeling and realizing that Deion Sanders could potentially be a fit to become the next head coach of Dallas. And ultimately, he ends up reaching out to Deion, as I reported the other night, and realizes that Deion is potentially interested, knowing full well that Deion over the last couple of years has been very clear publicly that he does not want to coach in the NFL. But when the Cowboys become an option, or at least a possibility, that's a call he has to take. It's a call, frankly, that with the relationship he has with Jerry Jones, it wasn't even necessarily an interview. They haven't even scheduled an interview, but it was, I think, the mutual respect that the two men have as peers. And I've said this a lot over the last couple of days. There's not a lot of people that can match Jerry Jones in terms of charisma, panache, prestige, let alone understand the cachet and gravitas of an organization like the Cowboys. Deion Sanders is one of them.
It just doesn't seem like it's real. It seems like they're both profiteers and masters of getting attention. Like, how real is it? Yeah, them talking is fine and interesting, but how is it not just cosmetic? Does anyone believe that Jerry Jones would turn over his organization to someone like Deion Sanders, who played the way Deion Sanders does, coached the way Deion Sanders does, and would occupy a position that Jerry Jones needs to be egoless?
You're right. And I hear what you're saying, and I asked that question. And one of the answers that was given to me by someone in the Dallas building was Deion has run his operation in Colorado much like an NFL program over the last couple of years. And it's a small sample size, and he's still very green as a head coach. But the way he assembled his staff, the way he relates to the players, and that was really the message that kept getting reiterated to me, is that Deion is going to relate to players in a way that they have not had, with all due respect to a Mike McCarthy or a Jason Garrett. And on top of that, Deion has also said, as we know, and this is a question that is very valid, Dan, what you're saying, that he would only consider the NFL if he got to coach his sons. Well, Dallas has a quarterback. His name's Dak Prescott. They just paid him a record-setting deal. If Deion were to come to Dallas, make no mistake, Dak would be the quarterback. It's not going to be Shedeur Sanders. So there's a lot of factors here. And then there's also been the question mark of, would Deion use Dallas as a leverage point, a leverage play with Colorado? I was told no, and that he has a lot of respect and too good of a relationship with Rick George, the AD there. But there's also a big buyout. There's a lot that has to happen. And it's also without question that Dallas is going to do an extensive search, but it's been made clear to me in no uncertain terms that should Deion want to pursue the job, should Deion have interest in the job, that he would be at or near the top of the list.